Good morning, everybody. This is Coach Davis. It is Monday, August the 17th. Hope you all had a great weekend. I'm going to start with our quote for today, which comes from an author named Max Lucado. And he says that you are valuable because you exist, not because of what you do or what you have done, but simply because you are. Unfortunately, in this situation that we find ourselves in the world right now, I'm very concerned about the mental health of a lot of our students and people that I am friends with. And so I just have really kind of had that on my mind this weekend. I continue to hear about folks who are really struggling with some mental health issues and depression and anxiety and just all that's going on in the world today, how to navigate that. It's a lot to take in and a lot to try and figure out. So I just want to be that reminder that although we're trying to figure this thing out together, that you matter just because of who you are. So with that being said, we're going to get started this week. Jumping into a new health unit for freshman PE class. We are going on to nutrition unit this week. The assignment was just posted on Google Classroom, so you can go check that out. It's got all the information that you need. It's kind of a two-part project that you're working on this week. First part you are going to be doing on Google Sheets. And on Google Sheets, you are going to be keeping track of a nutrition log. And so you are going to be logging all of the food and drink that you consume during the week and all of the nutrition facts about that. So I'm going to flip this around and show you an example here. This is also attached to the Google Classroom, so you can see what this looks like. You can see the far left-hand column is the food consumed, and it's broken down by day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And this person included each thing that they ate or drank on that day. And then for each of those items in the corresponding cells across from it, they put the nutritional information. You can see that they put the actual number as well as the percentage. And that percentage represents the percentage of your daily intake that you are supposed to have of that particular nutrient. And so we've got calories, total fat, sodium, total carbs, sugars, protein, cholesterol. And so you'll record all those things for each of the items that you eat and drink. And then at the end of the day, you'll total those things. So the total number of calories that you've had during the day, the total number of fat consumed that you had during the day, all those things you'll total up at the bottom as you go through. So you just need to keep a running log throughout the week of what you eat and drink. Now the second part of this, and both of these are going to be due on Friday, so you have time to work through these this week. But the second part of this is I want you to be creative and to come up with your own restaurant idea. Okay, let's have a little fun with this. If you were starting your own restaurant, what would be the name of it? What would be the theme of it? What kind of food would you serve? I've seen some really creative ideas in the past with this project. People have done like Disney themes and come up with dishes that are based on Disney characters, and I've seen lake theme and foreign theme, all kind of really cool stuff. So I encourage you to be creative with this. I'm going to show you an example right here of your menu. Okay, for your restaurant, you need to come up with a menu. Now I want this to be health conscious. Okay, it doesn't have to be, the most healthy everything in the world, but I want it to be health conscious. So maybe instead of chips and salsa, you can see right here, maybe it's chips and hummus, which is probably a healthier alternative. So this is a great example. You can see they have each of the menu options, of course, that you can order from. They've got the price for those, and underneath is a little description, a nice little description of what the dish actually is. And then actually on the next page is all of the nutritional information for those. So for each of the items that is listed on your menu, you need to have all of the nutritional information so that if I was sitting down at your restaurant to order off your menu, I could know what are the healthier options, what are the best options for me to order off your menu. Okay, so kind of two parts, two things that you actually have to do this week for freshman class. Keep your nutrition log up each day, and then you need to come up with your restaurant idea and create your menu. Both those things will be due on Friday. Now, Lifetime Sports, we're in our second week of golf. Make sure that you have turned in your golf notes. I'll be grading those later today if you have not. Now, during this week, you have a project that you are going to be working on. I've already uploaded it to the Google Classroom. You have several different options that you can choose from. Now, I don't want to get all of the same thing, okay? One of the options, for example, is you can do a project and create a Google Slides presentation about a famous professional golfer. I really don't want to get 15 Google Slides presentations about Tiger Woods because he's the only person that you've ever heard of. You've got 10 different options of things that you can do. So again, I really encourage you to get creative. Find something. If you're a history buff kind of person, somebody who enjoys history, then do the history of one of the major championships. You got the opportunity. You can design your own golf course. If you'd like to do one of those, that is one of your options. So be creative. Use this to learn some more information about your specific topic. And I want these to really be sharp. Okay, all of the information that you need, like I said, has been uploaded to the Google Classroom so that you can follow those directions and instructions. But I want these to be, really nice presentations. Obviously, you will not be presenting them in front of the class like we normally would. But I want to be able to use these to share with other classes and to share with your classmates so that they can learn about the things that you have learned about as you go through this project. So you'll be working on that through this week, and then on Thursday, once again, we will be back at Ashboro Mini Golf for our off-campus tutoring. So we'll do that again Thursday from 12:30 to 1:30. Go ahead and plan for that if you are wanting to get out and do a little hands-on learning. Finally, for advanced basketball, our tutoring sessions will begin later this afternoon. You should have all the information about your groups and times already. Remember, that is today and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday are our tutoring days. If you have any questions about the group that you're with or anything else, just let me know before we get going with that. You also need to continue with your home workouts. You should be on week 2 of phase 1. Next week, we jump up to the next phase, to phase 2, so things are going to get a little bit more difficult. So if you are doing things right during phase 1 and really taking your time and not just rushing through these things, then as we progress and things get harder, you'll do a better job with that. It'll be a little bit easier transition as some of these exercises get more difficult. Probably tomorrow, I'll let you know more information about this, but tomorrow I'm looking at another Zoom meeting so that we can do kind of our next set of offensive playbook stuff that you need. And that will be, we have just a few that we're going to do. We're not going to get too complicated, but a few set plays that we can draw up and look to go over that you can add to your notebook, and then your notebooks will be due by Friday of this week. So as always, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. But it should be a good week for everybody.